Happy Labor Day, Mike Garcia of Vernon's and Prime.
Back at you.
It's great to be out here at the grill. So excited. You know, you've talked last week a little bit about the different cuts of meat, the different prime cuts that we can get here. But what we didn't get to see was you actually cooking it. So today, that's what it's all about. It's Labor Day. People are out having parties. Tell me, where do we begin, and what's the difference really between grilling and barbecuing?
The difference between grilling and barbecuing, I personally prefer to use charcoal.
Okay.
Just because of the flavor. And that to me is a true barbecue.
Totally.
When it's just smoking and, you know, the flames are firing up.
Yes.
Propane, you know, it's efficient and it has its uses. But to really flavor the meat really good, yeah, I go for charcoal.
And what are you going to make for us today?
We're gonna grill some steaks and grill some meat, and this is like a Labor Day warm-up.
I love it. And it is warm, isn't it? I think we should have a cold drink and say cheers, right?
Cheers.
Cold drink to start it all out. This is a good way to celebrate Labor Day, right? A little fresh orange.
Well, barbecuing, cooking big chunks of meat with fire and beer, that's like the trifecta of manliness, I think.
It is. It absolutely is. But what about womanlyhood, too? A little bit.
Yeah?
A little bit. Well, I'm going to hold my cold one while you
I'm going to get these started here.
Get us started.
So we're going to start with our dry-aged ribeye.
Okay, and you did explain to us that dry age is a really high class cut of beef.
This is the stuff right here. Mm-hmm. And seasoning both sides evenly is going to make a huge difference in your meat. Mm-hmm. I'm going to throw that on there.
Sprinkles it with love.
This is our regular ribeye.
Okay.
This is a Big Daddy cut right here.
That is seriously a Big Daddy cut.
And then the filet mignon. Can't go wrong with that. And everything.
And as we said, for those who missed it last week, the filet mignon is really the leanest cut of beef, right?
It is, yeah. And I can't stress enough, again, seasoning. It's so important.
Is it?
And it's a step that's often missed. So you got to do that. And then pork is so underrated in my opinion.
I love pork, actually.
Pork, it's lean. It tastes good. I soaked this in a little water, salt, and sugar.
Okay.
For about 24 hours before I threw it on the grill.
Did you really? Okay.
So that's going to flavor that up real nice.
Good idea. So if you're having any leftovers tomorrow, or you want to make some more food for tomorrow, soak it tonight.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And there's different methods to grilling. There's barbecuing. There's grilling, like this is over propane.
Yes.
Another trick that you can do to give your meat some killer flavor is called searing.
Okay. Now, what does that actually mean?
Actually, you get a cast iron plate like I have here.
Okay.
And you put a little oil on there.
Okay.
And you drop your meat on there, and that's going to form a crust on the outside of the steak.
Makes it a little crispy. Almost feels like it's breaded, right? It gets like that crispy.
Yeah, it's crispy on the outside. It's juicy on this. It locks in the flavor because what happens is it sears and coagulates the protein. Okay. And it's a moisture barrier. So the moisture can't get out. It just has to stays in the.
So it stays juicy.
Yeah.
I love it. So on the outside, it looks really well done and cooked because it's got that crispiness.
Yeah.
But then you cut into it and you get the juice.
And the inside is so tender.
Now you were saying seasoning. So generally, when you said that's the key. So seasoning, you're saying salt and pepper always.
Salt and pepper always.
Anything else?
You know, when we're barbecuing, another thing that's very manly about barbecuing is making your own barbecue sauce.
I love a manly man.
A lot of guys do it, and it's pretty simple. It's basically just, you know, a tomato product, vinegar, and some type of sugar or honey.
That's it.
Those three, and those are the three base components, but there's so many different variations of that. I made some barbecue sauce today, which I'm just going to put a little bit on the pork. Okay. And I put Jack Daniel's and apricot puree in this one.
Love that.
So, and you can go anywhere. You can go chipotle, mango. There's so many different, and that's where the manly creativity comes in.
Are there any special safety tips? Because let's say you're like me and you're not the most skilled grill master. What would you recommend safety-wise for someone who's not as skilled as you?
Well, you know, everybody likes to go crazy with the lighter fluid before they light the charcoal. That's one of the things. They like to dump a bunch of charcoal lighter fluid on there. And
then you get the flames.
When you're using charcoal, though, you always want to wait till it goes to coal. You don't want to put the steaks on right away until it's bright red and burning coal.
Good tip. So we want to be safe while we grill, but we also want to be really well fed, and so of course we also need some really good sides, right? So you've got some good options for us. What do we have?
And you can basically cook everything on the grill if you want. I have a couple Potabello mushrooms.
Those are the most beautiful mushrooms I've ever seen.
I'm going to put some olive oil and some balsamic vinegar. Again, salt and pepper. And I'm just going to toss those up a little bit.
Wow. Those Those are some serious mushrooms.
There's some big old daddies, and those are going right on the grill.
Perfect.
I also have some grilled peppers.
Yum. I love peppers grilled. To me are so good. Makes
Olive
a
oil,
total difference.
salt and pepper, a little bit of lemon juice. Toss those up. Place
Now,
those
while
on
you're
the
doing
grill.
this, you're still cooking, of course. I always wonder how long on each side do we want to keep it on the grill?
It depends on the thickness of the meat and how well you like it. Like these steaks are really thick.
Okay.
So it's going to take a little bit on each side. To cook a good medium, if you can touch your thumb to your middle finger and then touch that thumb muscle, that's a good medium. So you can judge that with your meat.
Oh.
And then when you get to that firmness, that's about when it's about medium.
Wow, that's a good chef tip. I like that.
A little trick of the trade.
Like for me, I know that's wrong, but I like it medium well. I know most people say that you're losing flavor at medium well, but at medium well, generally, for something like a ribeye, how long would I want to cook it for?
Ribeye this thick, probably a good 10 to 12 minutes.
Okay. And if a lot of people out there probably have barbecues with a cover, so would you recommend keeping the cover down or up?
Depends on the heat of the grill. If you have a super smoking grill, I'd leave the lid off. But if your grill's starting to cool off, then definitely go ahead and put the lid on.
Okay.
And plus, if you're grilling with charcoal, the lid on is gonna add smoky flavor to the whole meat really well.
Good point. Okay, we got a little asparagus going.
Grilled
You don't
asparagus.
have to feel guilty. This is also a very healthy meal. Lots of protein. Don't burn yourself.
Whoa, that happens.
Lots of protein. Lots of veggies.
Yeah, I mean
And
this
a little fruit.
is a little bit of fruit. This is the highest calories we're gonna have today, right here.
It is, isn't it? So now, which is your favorite? I always like to ask the chefs what their favorite is.
Oh man, right now I want to eat it all.
I know, me too.
So we got a little crust on that.
Okay.
My favorite to grill outside is probably a ribeye.
Yeah.
The flavor is there, and the filet mignon's really lean, so there's not any fat in there. But the fat in the ribeye just gives it so much flavor and
Definitely.
it makes it taste good.
That looks so good.
These
Okay,
over
so
here.
now everybody's home. They're trying to follow your tips, but sometimes people get lazy and they say, you know what? I'm going to leave it to the experts. So if they want to come in and check you out at the grill, they can certainly do that right here at Prime and at Vernon's Hidden
Absolutely.
Valley Steakhouse. So tell us a little bit about what we can expect when we come in.
Like I said, we have a full range of Vernon steaks for sale.
Yes.
So anything on our menu, you can't go wrong. Anything on there, you can get retail to go, and you can do just like we're doing here.
I love it. And we want to remind everybody where Vernon's is located. Let's do that right now. 6855.
North 4th Street in Los Ranchos.
Very simple. And of course, you can always go to the websites for more information. And every week there's great entertainment. There's so much going on here, and we'll keep you posted every week of everything that's going on because there's more than just food. But if you're home right now, I know they're jealous because they want to have a grill like this. This is a serious grill.
It's industrial strength. Yeah.
Do we get to taste anything?
Yes, we're
I mean,
gonna.
how can we say goodbye without a taste?
We're gonna plate it up right now.
Oh yeah. This is like the dream Labor Day right here. If you could have your house with a fountain and the grill like this, and then this grill master right here, that's a trifecta of fun right there. I'm so excited.
There we go.
Wow.
I didn't bring any silverware.
That's beautiful. I love it. Thank you, Mike.
So voila,
Ooh,
right at home. All right.
it's better. I'm going
Try
into
that.
the kill. Really? Oh my god.
I just went there.
Oh my god. Wow. Happy Labor Day. This is a nice way to have Labor Day. Can I have more?
Yeah. Here's another perfect bite for you.
Ooh, switching. I get to double fork it. All right.